that the overall crypto market reached a cycle top exactly at the 108,000 US dollars, and is this going to be the beginning of an absolute meltdown for the overall crypto market? And is the bull run over? One thing is for sure, this is definitely a top, but not the cycle top, and some things will never change, and I'm going to repeat them over and over again. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And also it is not about timing the market, it's about time in the market, and this is just once again a major manipulation, and we're going to look at the data, the facts, and what you should be doing at the moment, because you only have two options. Either you sit on your hands and do absolutely nothing and enjoy the Christmas time with your family, or you're going to accumulate exactly here. Because remember, a few weeks ago where the price movement was exactly here, a lot of people had fear of missing out and absolute FOMO, and the price movement saw this major push, and a lot of people didn't buy exactly here, and they thought that they missed the boat when Bitcoin broke the 100,000 US dollars, or even reached a new all-time high at the 108,000 US dollars. And yes, they were saying they missed this major opportunity, and once again the price movement came all the way back down, and you once again have the opportunity to buy. So what has changed? Yes guys, it is all about mindset, and during these major dumps, this is the best time to accumulate. When there's fear in the street, this is the best time to invest. And yes guys, we're going to look at all of these factors, but before we're going to go over to the charts and all the important data, I've realized that a lot of people aren't subscribed to my channel yet, and yes, we're about to break the 3,000 subscribers. So guys, please help me on this mission, smash up the like button and subscribe, and now let's directly start with today's content. Because yes, the overall sentiment has changed, and we have got a lot of FUD in the market. A lot of people are calling for even lower numbers, and we're going to look at the bearish case for Bitcoin. But guys, once and for all, this is just a major opportunity. These major bearishness in the market, this is just once again the opportunity to buy low and sell high. Because yes, maybe you bought all the way up here at the top for Bitcoin or any of these altcoins, and now we are seeing this major dump. Are you going to sell within this major dump? No guys, because this is exactly what all these major players, whales, nations and states want, and major corporations, because yes, for all these major corporations or major whales to buy, they were drying up. All the exchanges were extremely low. So what do all these major corporations like BlackRock need? Yes, a lot of selling pressure, weak hands dumping their coins to get in even lower. And yes, all these Bitcoin or any coins that these weak hands are selling exactly here, all these major corporations like BlackRock, they're accumulating. But now you might say, we're seeing ETF outflows and that the ETF has been selling Bitcoin. Yes, this is just to get the overall attention from all the retail investors that at the moment are in this major stage of fear, uncertainty and doubt that they have made the wrong decision buying Bitcoin. And yes guys, you won't time the market, because yes, this could be a fast move with a fast recovery, but we're going to look at all of these factors because it's clear we could dump even lower. Because yes, all these major corporations, they need to accumulate a lot of Bitcoin. So what are they going to do? They're going to push the price even lower, and once we're seeing this major break of this major level, we could expect that even more weak hands are going to sell within this dump. And all these major corporations, they're going to accumulate all the way down, and then we're going to expect that the price is going to rebound. And all these people that sold exactly here, when are they going to enter? They're not going to buy exactly here where they have sold, because yes, first of all, they're in a loss. And yes, they're going to think that the price movement is just going to retest this major support, which will turn into resistance and dump even lower. But ultimately guys, we could expect that the overall crypto market and this bull run is going to continue. And why? Because history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Because exactly 1 year ago in December 2023, we saw exactly the same fractal. We had this major breakout in the sideways consolidation, and then we saw this major dump, causing this major fear. And what happened afterwards? Yes, we saw a consolidation and a major pump towards the upside and the start of this major parabolic run. Because if we go over exactly 1 year ago, this was exactly within this time frame, and Bitcoin has perfectly found the bottom exactly on the 23rd of December 2023, and we saw this reversal all the way back down. And yes guys, this looks extremely similar. we had this major peak, this dump towards the downside, and this fast recovery all the way back up. And if we're going to go to the current price movement, this looks exactly the same, guys. So yes, once again, history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. We are seeing exactly the same fractal, this pump and this consolidation and this major dump towards the downside and this major accumulation phase. Because yes, nothing can go up in a straight line, and that the market is getting these healthy retracements is absolutely normal, because yes, I told you exactly here where the price movement reached this major level of 100,000 US dollars that I could expect a 20% correction. I told you exactly in this video Bitcoin at 100,000 US dollars, a 20% dump, because yes, even in the bull market we are seeing these healthy retracements. Because overall, guys, we had this major push towards the upside. Bitcoin broke out from this major consolidation, and once again, major accumulation or manipulation phase. We saw this major pump towards the upside, and Bitcoin broke out exactly from the levels of 65,000 US dollars and saw this major pump all the way to the 104,000 US dollars. And yes, guys, a retracement even all the way back down to the 80,000 US dollars would just be healthy for the overall market condition, because nothing can go up in a straight line, and we need this reaccumulation, even consolidation phases, because you can either consolidate over time, exactly what we saw here, this long sideways consolidation, where I told you maximum pain is not going to be a dump even lower to the 40 or even 20,000 US dollars. I told you this is going to be a slow sideways grind to get all these people frustrated, and once again I do expect that we're going to see a consolidation over the price. This means a fast dump and a fast recovery all the way back up, and I do expect that we're going to consolidate within the levels of 90,000 US dollars, which perfectly lines up with the 50 moving average on the daily chart. So yes, guys, maybe Bitcoin is going to fill this gap from this major liquidation wick to form a perfect double bottom, because remember, I told you that Bitcoin doesn't like these V-shaped recoveries. Yes, we had a higher low exactly here, but ultimately, guys, yes, this major fear and this major manipulation is just to get all the weak hands out, and that all these major corporations, nations and states can accumulate exactly here. Because keep in mind, if they're going to buy these huge amounts of Bitcoin, what do they need? Huge amounts of selling pressure, weak hands dumping in the markets, so they could buy from all the people that are selling. Because it's clear, if nobody is selling Bitcoin and all the Bitcoin left the exchanges, we could expect a major parabolic run. And yes, they need to accumulate, because we can see the adoption of crypto, the adoption of Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. So all these nations and states, they need a lot of selling pressure. So yes, guys, once again, it is not about timing the market. If you bought the top, you can either accumulate or sit on your hands, because this move towards the downside is going to catch you off guard, and you're not going to buy here because the move towards the upside is going to be a fast move. But ultimately, guys, I do expect this consolidation in between the previous all-time high and maybe even with the worst case scenario all the way to the 80,000 US dollars, because if we're going to look at the history of Bitcoin, even during this major parabolic stages, this is absolutely normal. And we have seen this before. During the bull run 2017, not the previous bull cycle, but the one before, we had a 40% correction roundabout in July to August, perfectly lining up with this consolidation period we had exactly here. So once again, history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And then we had a 39% correction and even a 30% correction, exactly perfectly lining up with the end of the year and also December. And what happened afterwards? We saw a continuation and a major pump towards the upside, starting this major parabolic stage of the bull market. So guys, don't panic, sit on your hands or accumulate Bitcoin exactly now. And yes, maybe the altcoins went down a little bit further, but we are starting to get into this major stage, the bull run for all these altcoins, where we're going to see this major shift and this rediversification that we have talked about in previous videos. The first stage, money flows into Bitcoin, causing a major price surge, and then we're seeing the money flow into Ethereum, in the second phase where Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin, and then we're going to see this shift into large cap coins and the altcoin season where everything is just going to go parabolic. Yes, the altcoins dumped a little bit lower, but ultimately guys, we could expect a major breakout, and in the next 240 days you're going to see a major parabolic move, not only for Bitcoin, but most of these altcoins like Solana, Stacks, and we're not even talking about meme coins. They're going to make you major profits. We're talking about 200, 500, or even up to 1000% moves towards the upside for the overall crypto market. So the only thing that you can do in this major accumulation phase is either sit on your hands or accumulate. And if you don't know which coins to buy, make sure to watch my previous videos where I tell you exactly which altcoins you should be accumulating, or even which meme coins I'm loading up on, because ultimately guys, we're just at the beginning of this major parabolic stage of the bull market, and this is just fear, uncertainty and doubt and a major manipulation, because ultimately guys, mark my words, this is going to be a fast move. The price movement is going to recover back above the 50 moving average, come back above into this trading range. At the latest at Christmas, we could expect the Santa rally where all of these coins are going to be all the way up here, and you didn't buy the dip. So buy the dip, accumulate, and if you want to buy all these coins on the spot market or even trade it with a leverage, you can receive a major deposit bonus if you use my exclusive link to BloFin, where you can trade all of these moves. And if you always want to stay up to date, make sure to be in my free Telegram group, because yes, I made this awesome call on Fluffy. We have been accumulating, and yesterday we saw this major pump of 332% all the way from the bottom, and this is only going to be the beginning. You should definitely be accumulating as coin, because I could expect a major pump which is going to be imminent. So load up the boat and don't panic, enjoy the Christmas time and focus on what is really going to be important. The mindset is key. Be patient, buy low, sell high, accumulate, and if you bought the top, don't sell. Diamond hands, because once the market is going to continue all the way like it did 1 year ago, you're going to buy the top. If you're going to sell your crypto that you bought exactly here, round about these lows, you're doing it absolutely wrong, and you're going to lose a lot of money. If you bought the tops, accumulate even more to get your average entry price down, and don't worry, this is just going to be the beginning of this major stage of the bull market, because history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. All these major players are just fooling you to get you out of the market and to buy all of your coins at these low levels. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, because the time to wake up is exactly now. If you missed to buy these lows, where everybody FOMO'd into the market and you were scared to buy the top, then buy the low, which is going to be from this major accumulation zone. Be for crypto, stay positive, it is all about mindset, patience is key, history does repeat, and it is not about timing the market, it's about time in the market, and we see each other in the next video.